Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. So, Aquarius, I'm going to be looking at the overall energy of the month of May, your hidden blessings, what you're leaving behind, how to get the most of your month, what's supporting you, and what to be mindful of in the month of May. So a lot to look at. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome in. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. So, all right, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. Okay. Wow. The overall energy of the month is Ace of Cups. Feels like your heart space is opening, Aquarius. Feels like you have learned or you're learning how to love yourself, how to fill your own cup before you give to others. Wow, that's really beautiful. It feels like you're really learning to love all aspects of yourself, not just the quote good parts, but because who's to say what parts are good and what parts aren't? It feels like you are making space for all of who you are to show up in a very powerful way. Also looks like you're building a foundation physically, maybe. It feels like where you've been isn't working. This feels like physical location or physical body. Something hasn't been up to snuff. It hasn't been quite, it doesn't feel like it's bad or awful. It just feels like something in your environment isn't working. And it feels like, as an act of self-love, like loving yourself, to create an environment that you would prefer, create the body that you would prefer. It feels very 3D, physical. Okay. Oh, wow. Also, this feels related to your heart opening. It feels like something that you've been working on for a long time is going to pay out. It's like you've been waiting for something it feels like something you've worked on, something that you've been focusing on, and all the abundance. It feels like by opening your heart space, you are sending out a clear signal that you are worthy, that you are willing to receive. You can have your abundance. I can have my blessings. I can have more than what I believe is I can have it, that havingness. It's very related. It's to your, how you feel about yourself, not in an egoic way, like I am amazing and I am fantastic. It's really tuning in to who you are and loving all parts of yourself is freeing up your finances. What's interesting is it looks like something is changing around your environment. Big changes around your environment, your finances, all, and it's very related to this heart opening. Somehow by you opening your heart, you're showing yourself how blessed you are. It feels like you're teaching yourself how to allow, how to receive, how to fill your own cup. And it feels like you've withheld a lot of blessings for a long time. Somehow they haven't been able to get to you. It's not that they're not there. It feels like you've had blocks to your own blessings. And now that you're loving yourself and opening your own heart, you're creating an atmosphere where this is where blessings can be received by you. It looks like you're nursing some wounds still in the month of May over a breakup or a boss, bad boss, the dictator type of energy. Someone who is controlling and manipulative and unapologetic for how kind of cruel their leadership skills. So it feels like you're healing from that in the month of May as well. Wow. All right. Hidden blessings in the month of May, Aquarius, is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Wow, this is a very inconsistent energy. Oftentimes it's viewed as the player, someone who follows their desires and burns through it and just following their feelings in a very reckless way, just desire hopping. Okay, so it looks like there's a player that you know. Whoever this player energy is, it looks like there's some type of healing here. There's whoever this is, they have a poverty mindset. Oh, they're playing victim. Whoever this player is, they're playing victim, and it looks like you're too smart to deal with. So whatever it feels like they're coming in and like, woe is me, and martyr or victim kind of energy too. It feels like they're trying to take advantage of that heart space that you're opening. And it looks like part of the lessons in May, Aquarius, is for you to make some decisions that are head over heart, which are perfect for you. It feels like whoever this is, it feels like they did a lot of damage to your relationship with this person. And it feels like they feel sorry that they're where they're at, but they don't feel sorry they're not willing to go within and see that where they're at, the position they're in, feeling abandoned and left out, is by their hand. They've put themselves in that position. It feels like they're trying to blame you or make you feel guilty or something, and I don't feel like you're falling for it. I feel like you love yourself enough to set really healthy boundaries. That's such a beautiful act of self-love, in the act, taking action of either going no contact or whatever it is that you're deciding. It feels like you are acting on that belief of self-love. That's beautiful. And that really helps heal your heart. It helps you learn how to trust yourself. You realize that you're not as dupable as you used to be, that you've healed a lot about your past. So even though it feels like a difficult conversation or difficult dealings with whoever this energy is, this player, it creates the environment for a beautiful healing and beautiful healing in that Aquarian energy of the star, bringing balance. I feel this peace and happiness. It feels like this has been a dream come true. You've asked for this. You've dreamed about being able to heal this partnership. Not that you want this person back, but so you don't feel, so you can see them. So it feels like you wanted to let go of the attachments, of the toxicity. And it feels like it feels like at the end of May, you're finding more and more peace with, you know, with this situation. Even though this person wants to make where they are somehow your fault, it does feel like there's a lot of blame, and they're trying to pull you out of this peaceful, loving energy and into chaos and into having to I feel they just know how to manipulate your emotions, and it feels like you're showing yourself who you are now in the month of May in a beautiful way. Beautiful. All right, Aquarius, what you're leaving behind is the Queen of Cups. I get the feeling with the Queen of Cups that you are leaving behind a belief that you have to nurture and love and give everything to the people in your environment, that is your value, that's somehow your job, is to give chronically to others, to nurture, to be like a mom to everyone. It feels like you might have liked that role or taken on that role. You might have had to take that role on in your family of origin. You might have had to parent your parents. And so it feels like you have been taken advantage of, giving and giving and giving and not requiring others to give back. It looks like it's been a challenge. It feels like people can guilt you and shame you into caring for them and not caring for yourself. And it looks like you're ending that cycle. Wow, that's very empowering. Beautiful, Aquarius. All right, how to get the most of the month of May is the Page of Swords. It looks like you're learning a new way of being. You might have to slow down and just take one step at a time instead of, there's something you're learning in the month of May. Yes, definitely opening your heart space, but it feels like by opening your heart space, you're taking action, but it feels slow as you're figuring things out, just one step at a time. And I'm getting that you'd be surprised how far you will be at the end of the month with one step at a time. Wow. Clarified by the Page of Swords. Page of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords. You're learning a lot of new beginnings, a lot of steps in a truthful direction. So some of the energy feels like you're moving towards something, and some you're learning how to walk away from what no longer serves you, towards what you would prefer, and away from what you is no longer for you. Okay, it feels like there's a timing thing going on in the month of May. Don't rush this. It feels like there's this need to already be at a destination, and I'm getting that there's a timing going on to take the time, enjoy the slowdown. You're ending a painful cycle. So it looks like you're healing as you take moves. It's almost like as you're taking moves towards what this new way of being, new you, new ideas, it's like you're clearing old beliefs that have held you from your blessings. Wow. It looks like going slowly, taking your time, just trusting the pacing. it's you're moving towards your new beginning, and it is slow. It feels like just one step a day. It feels not it's at the beginnings of a journey, and so it's a little tender-footed and not quite sure. And then as you take steps towards your future, the blessings, it's like the universe takes action towards you. You're needing to take action and showing yourself, since we are in a 3D world, that you can't just sit around and imagine and think about, that action is required. And your willingness to take those little steps towards what you would prefer, it's like the universe says, yes, this way, with blessings. It almost feels like the universe is creating an opportunity for you to learn how to steer yourself and how to work with the energies. And that's why the advice is to take your time, to go slowly. So if a correction needs to be made, you haven't gone miles in a direction. You just make a small correction and continue on. It looks like you no longer have the energy to put into whatever this past relationship is. It looks like by you taking steps towards what you would prefer, it helps you unwind from this past relationship that was unfulfilling. And it also helps you heal from the trauma from that and the disappointment. Wow, beautiful. Okay, Aquarius, what's supporting you in the month of May is keeping your moves hidden. Not needing to tell everyone what your plans are. It feels like this is a good strategy. Feels like just making moves. You're definitely making moves and deciding, but you're being careful about who you share these moves with. It looks like you're surrendering and trusting the universe. It feels like you're allowing yourself to be in the flow of creation. Even though it might not appear that you're moving that much because you're only taking little steps. It feels like just surrendering and trusting in timing instead of trying to push something through to make something happen. Because I'm getting the message that's very Bashar. I don't know if you follow Daryl Anka. He channels Bashar, Bashar. And there's the 5, what does he call it? It's basically how to manifest. You exist. You exist. That's like law 1. The second law, can I find them? It feels like you are learning how to follow your excitement, it feels like you're in training, like you are a light worker in training, Aquarius, and you are learning how to navigate, not by the ways you have been navigating, by shoulds and trying to fit in and doing what others say and following that. It feels like you are now learning how to guide yourself, how to steer your life and steer yourself. And so the guidance is to follow your excitement as far as it goes and take action on that until you can't take action anymore and wait for something else. Don't expect that you know what's waiting for you at the end. Just following your excitement. It feels like your guides are wanting to get you somewhere, get you to where you want to be, but they have to navigate through a lot of blocks and beliefs that you have, and they can do this. However, if you throw up expectations, what you think you're heading towards, then you're creating confusion in your path. Maybe you get an excitement and you're like, I really want to go to sunflowers, something about sunflowers, and I'm going to make tons of sunflowers. So you start investigating, you start taking steps towards whatever this sunflower thing is. And just when you can make a move, you do make a move, and you're really excited. It's building up. You think you know what you're heading towards, but all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's died down. Something, it didn't work out the way I thought it was, how I expected it to. But actually, you are in a better vibrational position for where something else. So there's a need to let go of control and no belief that you know where you're headed. Instead, there's an invitation to surrender, to co-create with the universe. Not your will, and I'm going to control and I'm going to make something happen, but I'm working with the energies of the universe and going with the flow. Beautiful. This feels very important for what comes next. Learning how to drive this vehicle feels like a beautiful, beautiful messages coming through. So, all right. Aquarius, what to be mindful of in the month of May is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It does seem like this is attaching to some thinking. So, okay. What are you trying to say, Wendy? So I'm seeing this as like a seed. It has potential. And with it in reverse, I'm seeing this as a seed with potential, but you thinking you know what that seed is, what the end potential is. And instead, just working with the energy of potential and not needing it to be what you expect it to be, something like that. And also I'm getting to be mindful of opportunities that are not for you. Yeah. If it's not for you, let it go. If you don't want to build with that person, that situation, whatever that is, it feels like, then don't plan with someone. If you perceive that it's just not for you, yeah, it feels like you might be grasping on to something. At least it's something. And I'm getting, no, you really want to wait until it's the right thing. You don't want to keep pushing through to get your way. It feels like it's a challenge for you to drop into lower chakras and trust how moving in that direction, how do you feel? How does it feel to move in that direction? How does it feel? Instead of needing everything to make sense. It feels like you're opening up your lower chakras. Well, you are opening up your heart chakra in the month of May, or at least you have the potential for that. And so it feels like learning how to listen to your body, listen to your feelings, listen to your emotions. So you're collaborating with lower chakras and not just needing things to make sense. So, and that is a challenge. You are Aquarian, and you know, that's your intellect. Fast moving thinking is the sword energy. That's where you feel comfortable. And so this might be a stretch to really allow yourself to feel, but it feels like it's stretching you into a very powerful being moving forward as you learn this. Wow, beautiful. Okay. All right, Aquarius, that's your monthly reading. I'm going to go ahead and take this over to Patreon if you want to continue on. If this has been resonating, you're still with me, and you want to hear more advice and messages of divine guidance, I'm going to look on Patreon at your health in the month of May, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. So basically, we're halfway through the reading. If you want to join us over on Patreon, I'll see you there. Take care, Aquarius. Have a great month.